Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cook now off the read option. Nifty move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Mon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Mon. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. From the gun, here's Mon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Brought down by DJ Wanham. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson.
Couple of former Jets. Darnold to Anderson. 1st down, Carolina.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Mond going to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Cook now off the read option. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Ready?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Johnson. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mike 55, Mike. Don't get nervous.
Now it's Darnold. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's once again complete to Chark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. On 1st down, Darnold.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Check. 45's the mic. Lady, QB's trash. Let's go. 45's the mic. Check, check, check.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On second down, McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Get him, Get him, it's a gain of 3. 45 brings up 3rd and 8. He's tired of us. 45.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. No. Off. Lady. Check 45's the mic. Check lady. I got it. 45's the mic. It's our time. It's our time. Hey, check mic 45. Check mic 45. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff comes to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 45 at the 20.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. 45.
Darnold now to throw.
I got you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Cook now off the read option.
A nice little juke. The strong running. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Smith to return it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A very solid gain of 27. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Darnold on first down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Darnold to throw again. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Darnold. Open man right side is Shark. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. That's on Pat Elflein, the guard. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Darnold from the gun. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Big stop, let's go. 45.
Now Darnold keeps it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mond. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Mond. Drops this off with Nwangu.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st down, here's Mond.
Lets it fly for Thielen.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mond.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
It's our time. It's our time, guys.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, nice move. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd and 10, Mond. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you...
They've got his man complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cook now off the read option.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go, boys.
Charles, we saw